The storyline of Ballerina unfolds in the John Wick universe and offers a narrative that goes beyond traditional vengeance plot. Explore the intricate and dangerous expedition of its protagonist Rooney. After the brutal slaying of her family, Rooney matures with constant shadow of grief and nurture a desire for retribution. Motivated by this tragedy, she dedicates years to enhance her abilities and undergo rigorous training at a clandestine school to sharpen both her physical prowess and cognitive acumen, transforming into lethal operative. Rooney's early life was marked with profound tragedy that deeply affected her and caused turmoil throughout her life. The loss of her family stirred intense anger in she, which despite attempts to control through academy training, continues to simmer beneath the surface. Her quest for retribution extends beyond seeking justice against those responsible for her family's fate. It serves as a means for her to carve out a space in society and discover her true identity. At the Assassin Academy, she is trained both as a graceful ballerina and as a lethal assassin, with a fighting style that combines aesthetic elegance and deadly precision. Throughout her training, Rooney grapples with internal conflicts. The Academy teaches her to suppress her emotions and prioritize her mission above all else. For Rooney, revenge is more than just justice. It's a way to make sense of her existence and reshape her identity. Finding her family's killers becomes her greatest purpose. As she reaches adulthood, Rooney finally discovers the identities of her family's murderers and sets off on a perilous journey, determined to face them alone. Along the way, she encounters formidable enemies who challenge her not only physically but also psychologically. She has to deal with her inner turmoil as well as with the dangers posed by other assassins within the world of John Wick. Every step of her journey becomes a trial of survival and strength as she fights her way closer to those responsible for her family's deaths. In her quest for revenge, familiar faces from the John Wick universe, like Winston and the director, make brief appearances. Winston, an experienced figure in the assassin world, offers Rooney advice on how to navigate this dangerous world, though he hints that her emotional connections might be her weakness. The director pushes her to take her training to the next level, challenging her to push past her limits. These interactions play a crucial role in Rooney's journey, helping her become stronger both mentally and physically. Throughout the film, Rooney's ballet training and refined movements are highlighted in her combat scenes. Every fight becomes an expression of both her inner rage and the discipline she's acquired. Her balletic movements add a unique elegance to her combat style, making her appear as though she's performing a deadly dance. These scenes are more than just physical confrontations. They also reflect Rooney's internal struggle and the balance she maintains between rage and control. As she tracks down her enemies and strategizes her every move, Rooney comes to realize that even a minor mistake could cost her life. The film portrays her journey with intense, choreographed action scenes that blend ballet with brutal combat, emphasizing her unique skill set. Rooney ultimately locates her family's killers, leading to a tense showdown that represents the climax of the film. This final confrontation is not only a physical battle, but also an intense psychological moment for Rooney. Her skills, honed through years of training, are put to the test in a scene that embodies all her inner turmoil and determination. The fight isn't merely about vengeance, it's also about her struggle to reconcile her past and come to terms with her trauma. In this final face-off, Rooney begins to question whether revenge will bring her the peace she's been seeking. Although she succeeds in eliminating her enemies, the emptiness and sense of loss she carries remain. The film explores the idea that revenge might not be as fulfilling as she imagined, pushing her to confront her inner self and the price she's paid for her quest. In the end, despite avenging her family, Rooney realizes that revenge has not brought the closure she anticipated. She feels the hollowness within, knowing that the emptiness of loss extends beyond vengeance. Now, at a crossroads, she faces the decision of whether to continue as an assassin or to seek a new path for herself. Her journey reveals that revenge was not just an end but a beginning, leading her towards self-discovery and acceptance. The final scenes show Rooney not as a vengeful assassin but as a person ready to leave behind her painful past and begin anew. Her transformation represents a release from her inner demons, opening the door to a new life and proving that true peace comes from within. Ballerina isn't just an action-packed revenge story. It's a film that questions the impact of revenge on the human soul. Rooney's story shows that vengeance is not only about seeking justice but also a path to facing one's inner conflicts. Her family's loss leaves deep scars, yet this journey allows her to rediscover herself and find meaning in a world full of violence and betrayal. As viewers, we witness not only thrilling fight sequences but also the story of someone confronting their past and learning to cope with loss and anger. Rooney's journey reminds us that revenge alone may not bring peace. It's the journey and the strength gained along the way that truly matter.